Right then guys, today we are making Millionaire Cheesecake, but Millionaire Cheesecake with a difference because it's going to be in a loaf tin. So for this we need shortbread fingers, various types of chocolate and fudge to go in the filling, dark chocolate to make the topping, single cream, caramel drizzle to go on top as well, 600 grams of soft cheese, a bit of gelatin to thicken the cream up a bit, and some vanilla essence. So let's get cooking, eh? Okay guys, here we go. First step is to grease and line a £2, that's 900 grams, £2 loaf tin. And the way I do it, I mark the bottom of the tin on the paper. Just score the paper with a pair of scissors. Cut the paper to the exact size of the bottom of the tin then. No more crinkled up edges in the bottom, look. Perfect. And then do the same on the long side of the tin, just so that all four sides are covered. I use release spray on my tins. I even use it on silicone ones actually. You can use butter, oil, grease, anything you want. I just find this gives me better results, so stick with what you know, isn't it? And then in with the paper, stick it down. Job done. Set the tin to one side and then go about well, crumbing up the shortbread fingers, or shortbreads, whatever you're using. Just keep a chunk or a finger to one side because you'll need that for the topping later. I'm using a food processor for this, but if you're having a bad day, it's a good bit of therapy to stick in between a couple of tea towels and knock 10 barrels out of them with a rolling pin, you know? Just to relieve a bit of aggression. There we want a nice fine crumb. We just transfer those into a bowl. And it's time to melt the butter, about 50 grams. You notice I'm not being too exact here. And in the microwave, give it a good nuke in just to melt it. A few little lumps, but they are very, very soft. And give it a good mix in. The idea is to get all the crumbs covered in butter, really. And when you're happy with the mix, into the tin with them. And I suppose you could call this a key stage in making this. The more time you spend now, the better it'll be in the end. Give them a good firming down, get them pushed right into the corners, and being nice and firm, it stops the bottom of the cheesecake falling apart when you cut it. It's a bit ironic that we just smashed these little biscuits to pieces and now we're joining them back together again. Then we just put the tin in the fridge to help the butter to set, just while we're preparing the cheesecake. Just get little bits and pieces ready for your filling. 50 odd grams of the milk chocolate chips, 50 odd grams of the dark chocolate. You can put less in if you want, if you don't like dark chocolate. And I had to cut the fudge up because it came in little sweet wrappers. About 50 grams of that. Right, next up is to prepare the gelatine. Now, depends what sort you've got. I'm using powder for the first time, and one of these sachets is equivalent to 4 sheets. Just do what the manufacturers tell you, basically. In this case, it was add the powder to hot water, not hot water to powder, and give it a mix up. Okay then, we're on the way to making the actual cheesecake itself now. So 150 ml of the single cream, bring it to a boil. Gentle boil, and be careful with it. You don't want it to burn. And as soon as you're happy, off with the heat, let it cool down a little bit. And as soon as it's cooled a fraction, in with the gelatin mix. Give it all a good stir around to get it combined and transfer to your mixing bowl. Then in with the 600 grams of soft cheese. I'm just using ordinary common garden cow soft cheese. You can use sheep or goat or yak or moose, whatever you want really. I'm just sticking with the cow one. In with the 75 grams of sugar, I forgot to mention at the start, and half a tablespoon of vanilla extract. Does anybody else talk to themselves when they're cooking? You need to save about 30 ml of the cream for the topping, but the rest can go in. And give it a good whisking. Hand over the top to stop it splashing everywhere. Wasn't too bad actually. Nice thick cheese. We're not trying to do anything fancy like incorporate air, we just want to mix it all together. And then just incorporate the sweet things. A little bit at a time, trying to get an even mix, but it doesn't really matter, it's all random, isn't it? Cover the biscuit base from the fridge and pour on the cheesecake mix. Give it a push down to the corners and sort of level out roughly, and then smooth it over with a palette knife or the back of a spoon, anything like that. It's nothing too accurate. You're going to pour chocolate over it later on. Well, when you're happy, cover it over. I used tin foil in the fridge for 3 to 4 hours so it all sets, and tidy up and have a relax. And by the magic of videography, here we are 3 hours later, and yes, it's set. That's lovely. So we need to get a pan of water on the boil, make a bain-marie, melt the chocolate, 60 grams of dark chocolate, the 30 ml of cream that you saved. And all we're doing is gently melting the two together to make a nice chocolate sauce. I mentioned bain-marie or bain-marie. It's basically just a pan of boiling water with a dish held over it to gently cook. In this case, we're melting. You can do it with butter and cream and chocolate. You need to keep the bottom of the dish out of the boiling water, otherwise you're just boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. Gently heating, that's all we're doing. Okay, the chocolate topping's done, so we're letting it cool down a little bit, and we need to get this little beauty out of the tin. This is where the long sheets of paper really help. Well, just lift, gently, gently on the long sides because they're the biggest bits of paper, and onto my little tray there. Okay then, now we have successfully removed the loaf from the tin. On with the chocolate topping. It's cooling nicely, and then we're just going to spread it around just to evenly cover the surface. And in your most artistic fashion possible, just drizzle over the caramel. Nice diagonal stripes, always works. I tried to do my best Nigella voice here, but it just wasn't right. So I'll just leave you with the image. Okay, we're just about there really. Scatter a few of the chocolate pieces and fudge pieces over the top, and decorate with the crunched up piece of shortbread. And back in the fridge for another half an hour or so, just to let things set again. Well, there we have it. One Millionaire's cheesecake in a loaf tin. Oh, look at this. Oh, nice crunch. Oh, look at that. Brilliant. Oh, chop the bits for that. I am liking the look of that. That's good. I have to try it, aren't I? I have to try it. Yeah. And the biscuit. Yeah, brilliant. Well, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Well, I better wrap this one up before I get too carried away, eat the lot. That was lovely, believe me. The cheesy, sweet, the biscuit, oh, lovely. Anyway, I enjoyed making it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Take care, guys.